Good evening, everyone. Please excuse my fingers here and the hands here. Today's date is November 2nd, 2020. As we're in the midst of a pandemic, I want to say thank you to COVID-19. It is because of COVID-19 that the world has been affected. Families are not able to get together, or at least not on a large scale. Friends can't really see each other easily, and people can't visit loved ones in nursing homes, etc. And social distancing is affecting everybody. It's because of COVID-19 that many regular functions have been cancelled, social functions. The problem is that some people are not using not taking the proper precautions, not wearing masks, but everything on a large scale. COVID-19 has affected everyone. And as the numbers increase, there's cause for concern. Thank you, COVID-19, for causing issues with family, for making it harder for people to work and to make a living, for affecting many people's livelihoods, and for keeping people like families from seeing their loved ones, the elderly, in nursing homes or long-term care retirement homes. And for affecting many social functions that would normally happen. Basically, I myself am vision impaired with basically no sight and don't get out much anyway. Fortunately, it has little impact on me. And my income is Ontario Disability Support, disability, which luckily is not being affected by government, by all these cuts and people losing jobs and losing revenue and whatnot. But still, my parents, I can't really go visit them. And of course, I had a girlfriend for a year and hadn't seen much of her as it was. Would meet up at the mall about once every week or so, every couple of weeks. Now, since it's hard for other people to get out, and because of the restrictions on gatherings and seeing each other, it's not easy. And a lot of other relationships are affected the same way. People can't visit loved ones in other countries if they do, or well, they can, but then they've got quarantine restrictions and all that. And so, no, this is not good, COVID-19. I know you're just a virus, just tiny virus. There's millions of you all over everything, and we have to wear masks. Not that I mind it only takes a few seconds to put one on when I need to be in a public place, but I know a lot of people don't want to bother wearing masks. So, I know some people may think, you think, why bother? Well, I may not agree with having to wear masks and social distance, but it's something I do to keep the spread of COVID down. I'm doing my part to spread it. Doing my part to keep it from spreading. Of course, I respect all protocol, wear a mask when necessary. And I know it's not easy. But I just think that this hopefully will pass, and I know it will. It'll just take time. And I just want to thank COVID-19 for One thing it has done, I guess I have to say, it's not all bad in my opinion. Um, as crazy as it may sound, COVID has done a few good things. It slowed the world down. Everybody talked about, oh, the world's so fat, moving so fast these days. It's caused it to slow down by stopping people from always, it's kept people, to spend more time with their families and those they could, like in the immediate families, like people spending time with their kids, staying home with their kids. Yeah, they drive them crazy when they want it, when they have work to do because, we're using Zoom and everything like that. But, it used to be, but before COVID, people they'd go out and work and then come home and they'd want to do all these things and go out and socialize and party and do their thing. And well, now because they can't do that, now they're spending time with their families. And so as far as that goes, we've been able to get the world to slow down a little bit. Yes, it's hurt businesses, it's hurt a lot of the restaurant industries. They're suffering. And retail stores are managing okay, but they could be doing a lot better. The airlines are pretty much being crippled because not very many people are traveling. So it's not easy. So COVID, you need to slow yourself down, and you need to let us get on with our lives. And so, because I know it's not easy for any of us humans, because we are all social creatures, and we just want our lives back. So COVID, I don't know if you're anywhere in here, I could be talking as I'm talking. I don't know, because I've been not around a lot of people, so I feel I'm at minimal risk. And I think we may be overblowing this whole thing. May not be as bad as some people, the media makes it sound like it is. I really don't know. Some people say it's really terrible, and others say they're just going to brush it off as just nothing. I just feel that this is something that needs to go away so the world can get back to a normal state, pre-COVID. Because it is November, early November, Christmas is coming soon, and I think a lot of loved ones will want to spend time with their families. And I think some people, like I believe, just based on, I just an average Joe Blow citizen, but I think people are eventually just going to say enough's enough. They're going to get fed up, and just the heck with the social restrictions, the heck with that. We're going to go out and live my life. And I think that's a lot, especially the younger people are doing it, especially in America and everywhere. A lot of places. But I think it is, I think it's just, people just need to just do our part, reduce the spread, and just adhere to regulations and all that. And if we can all do our part, put on a mask. Most masks are just simple, to just throw them on, just take a few seconds, maybe not, like some of the more, like maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds to put a mask on. And I know there's some people out there with breathing issues that can't wear masks. That's understandable. So, people, do your part. And as for COVID-19, because I'm sure all of you, COVID-19, that you're sitting on people's phones, on their hands, on their whatever they've got floating around in the air, whatever. It's time for you, COVID, to slow down, to chill, go on, and time for us to let us get on with our lives. But thank you, COVID-19, for some of the good things you've done. That is, as mentioned, maybe helping families or some people, helping the world to slow down because it has been moving pretty fast pace. And also encouraging people to find new, more creative ways to help those that can't get out so good. Because as I've been vision impaired myself, and there's a lot of other people around the world like myself that can't see, and other people with other disabilities that can't get out. Because we've been forced to do more things online, shop online, have meetings online, actually some of us that didn't access certain things now can. You know, shopping's always been online and stuff like that, and and there's always been online food ordering and deliveries. And there's always been meeting platforms too, but now because of these events that are doing virtual, it actually opens the door for people that otherwise would not be able to take part in it. And because things can be done from all over the world, people from anywhere can participate, unlike before where they had to actually come out to the event physically. So yeah, there's some good things it's done, but overall I think it's made a mess of the world. It's made a mess of our society. And things are somewhat normal. Here in Ontario, for example, we're in this particular area where I'm standing here in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. We are still in phase 3. Some parts like Toronto, which is just a little ways from here, about an hour and a half drive from here, is in a modified stage 2 things where there are more restrictions, but they're to ease this coming Friday, which is just a few days away from when this is being recorded on November the 2nd. And of course our border, Canada and the US border has always been one to have the largest open border. Well, not the case now, and has been since March, and they kept putting it off because the cases just would not ease. So that sucks. You can't visit friends. You got friends, people you want to visit in the States. You can't do that. They can't come here. Tourism is hurting. This area, especially where tourism is very popular, and like Niagara Falls especially, it's really cut down. People coming from the US and other areas. So, again, to COVID-19, all you viruses floating around there on all the surfaces, you're gonna be defeated, because we will defeat you. So, with this, I wrap up this, and we're gonna beat this. But thank you, COVID-19, for changing the world, for making a mess of things, but at the same time, for the few good things you've done. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.